A number of things here. I don't live to make life difficult for Los Angeles. I think I work very hard to try to be accommodating, whether it's creating committees or just working with people there. I do find it interesting that you're the only agency that has the ability to decide which imported water that you choose, and the one that you're not interested in is one that I depend on. When my agency has pretty much done everything we can do to utilize all our local projects. We recycle all of our water. We do groundwater desal. We have a very aggressive and state-of-the-art rate structure that has kept us at a good level. We have not backslid, as we hear so much, since the governor's drought declaration. I'm also a little concerned that I almost get the impression that San Diego feels like, my gosh, you're not taking us seriously. And you kind of get what you give sometimes. But I want to see the number, the $26 a month or whatever that is. And I know that you made a decision based on reliability that I have no problem with, but your ratepayers pay a bunch of money for that. And when that project is down, your ratepayers save money. So all these things go into my mind as I figure out what's best for this organization, what's best for Metropolitan first, and secondly, the rest of the state. One thing that I am convinced of, and I say this because I'm not one that believes in a phased project. I don't believe that second tunnel will ever happen if we do it under a phasing program. So I believe that this is our one time to vote on 2 tunnels. It's our one time to vote on what we know after 10 years and $250 million of study is the best for the environment and is best for water supply reliability. If we don't vote on that, on moving forward with that today, I think that option's over with. And I also feel like if we end up with one tunnel that excludes the federal part of exporters, I don't think it's going to be a situation where we're pumping water and they're standing by and letting that happen without saying, I think you're impacting us. We need to leave our options open at this point. And that option is we move forward based on 2 tunnels. I've asked staff, so when does the financing really start to change based on 1 tunnel or 2 tunnels? And they tell me not for a couple years down the road. So nothing changes now except that we're saying we believe 2 tunnels is the right way to go. We're going to pursue that. I know the state board is out there. They have decisions to make. I expect them to make them by the end of the year. And if they do, I imagine we'll have another vote if that doesn't work out for the 2-tunnel system. I also believe that ag will be there. And I understand why they're not today. But I know firsthand what Sigma feels like. And 15 years down the road isn't going to come very fast, but in the interim, there's going to be a lot of ground going out of production. I'm convinced of that. That's my own personal opinion. As far as this being an emergency that was created, do we want to wait for Katrina and then say, okay, let's go deal with it? It's going to take us 15 years. I don't think that's appropriate. I think we have examples out there that say the time is now. And I believe that we're doing the right thing by making the statement that we believe this is the right way to go. We don't think ultimately we're going to be paying all of it. We think for a number of reasons, other agencies will step up and say, we got to be in. We need that reliable water. But I have to say, as chairman of the board, if that were to happen, is it of value? I truly believe it is. 15 years from now, if we own the conveyance, it'll be worth it. Our ratepayers will not be left holding the bag. They'll be left holding a really valuable piece of infrastructure. So at this point, I'm ready to move forward. I think 2 tunnels is the right way to go. And if something comes up in the next 2 years, that means it's not what's going to happen, then we'll take another vote. I won't be chairman after another 8 months. Hold your applause. And so with that, let's vote. Option 2.
Chairman, the motion passes.
Thank you, everyone.
EMWD, serving our community today and tomorrow.